I have a new prototype that I'm going to test. Now you've probably noticed that I've used wood pellets quite a bit in the last few videos that I've done, and I really like them because they provide such a nice consistent temperature, and they're just, quite honestly, they're just easy. So, but the problem that I'm seeing is that because of the depth of the firebox, you really have to put a lot of wood pellets in there to kind of have the heat reach the pot well and everything else. And then also you have the problem of, you know, the holes being large enough that the wood pellets can fall through. So if you use a lot of wood pellets, you know, you can put your ash pan and block that off, and if you have a lot of wood pellets, then the weight of the wood pellets kind of holds them in position, and when you remove your ash pan, they stay positioned. But if you only have like a cup of wood pellets, like, I'll go ahead and try that, because quite often, you know, you're not planning on cooking for 45 minutes, you know, you're planning on cooking for just a couple of, you know, maybe 10 minutes or something. So I'm going to get a cup of wood pellets, and I'm just going to try this and see what happens. So if I take 1 cup of wood pellets and put them in there, see, then when I remove my ash pan, oh, it still holds pretty well. You know, I still only lost, you know, a dozen wood pellets or so. But if you put 2 cups in there, then it holds even better. There's the problem of needing to use more wood pellets in order for them to stay stable inside the firebox without having the ash pan continue. You know, if you leave your ash pan in here, blocking the holes off like that, then the wood pellets don't get enough air, and so they're not able to burn all the way to ash unless you use some kind of an accelerant or something. What I've done is I've just taken a grill plate here and I've cut it so that it will fit down into the firebox. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the fire sticks in through these positions here on the side, and then I'm going to go ahead and drop this plate in here. So you can see that that's holding that that grate, you know, really quite high. So now I'm going to try putting 1 cup of wood pellets in here. Let's just see how that looks. See, so normally 1 cup of wood pellets would be so low, you know, then your fire's way down here and you lose a lot of that heat by the time it gets up to your pot or your pan. So by raising that up, I can have those wood pellets fairly close, and everything will still work out great. And I can just put my ash pan in its regular position. I'm going to use a quick stove fuel disc to get these started. I like using the fuel discs because, you know, some people use alcohol, you know, which works great, but I don't like to carry alcohol. I'm just always worried about it, you know, being under pressure in my pack or in my bag and then leaking and then being somewhat of a hazard. So these are just completely non-toxic. They light really easily. They burn for quite a long time. They can withstand a little bit of a breeze or something like that, so I don't have to worry about them getting blown out. But they don't flare up, or there's not really any hazards or risks associated with them. So I think they're a great solution for lighting wood pellets. And I want to just see how long I can maintain a cooking temperature with 1 cup of wood pellets. So I'm going to go ahead and light, well, it's 1 cup of wood pellets and about 1/4 of one of these fuel and fire starter disc, the quick stove fuel and fire starter discs. Okay, so those are all going, and I'm just going to put a little bit of water in my mess kit pot here. And I'm not really worried about how fast I can boil the water as much as I'm worried about how long I can maintain a cooking temperature. I'm actually going to put these in these outer positions. And let's just let that go ahead and come to a boil. I'm going to close my wind damper there. I'm going to go ahead and push start, and we'll just see how long we can maintain a boil with 1 cup of wood pellets. Okay, I believe we've had a boil here for just a little while. Yes, we've got a rapid boil here. It's 7 minutes and 15 seconds. I think this is more than 2 cups of water. Like I say, I didn't measure it. So let's go ahead and just see how long it will maintain a boil now. Okay, we've been running for about 14 minutes. We still have a really good strong boil going. But let's go ahead and just show you kind of what this looks like in here. You can see the wood pellets are starting to turn to hot coals now, but you can see the height that they're at. I probably could have had that a little bit lower, which is kind of nice about having this plate, is it gives you options. If you look on this side, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different heights that we could put that plate depending upon how many wood pellets we wanted to use. So I think with it being a little higher and getting as much air as it was able to get, I probably could have gone to the next lower position. And it's a little bit breezy today, so the wood pellets are really getting a lot of air, a lot more air than they would if it were a really calm day. So I just wanted to kind of do the wraparound view here and just let you get a look. So you can see that there's just a few wood pellets that are still actually burning. The rest of them are just hot coals at this point. So this probably would have lasted, you know, at least another 5, maybe 10 minutes if it weren't for the breeze that we have today. It is quite windy. But just to let you look over those position holes that you could put those fire sticks in to create different heights for this plate. So anyway, like I say, this plate is a prototype. We're considering manufacturing it, but what I would like for you to do is to leave a comment and just let us know what you think. Should we go ahead and produce this plate? Would it be something you would be interested in? You know, just let us know. We love feedback from our customers, and you know, from anybody who has an opinion. We'd like to hear it. So leave us your comments and let us know what you think we should do. But other than that, it's just hot coals, and it's really quite amazing how good of hot coals wood pellets make. So even though there's just a very thin layer of hot coals down there, I'll bet that'll keep it boiling for another 10 minutes. I don't know, let's see what time it is here now. Okay, we've maintained a cooking temperature for 17.5 minutes. And now the flame is completely out. So let's see how long we continue to maintain a boil. Okay, we've been running 22.5 minutes now, so that's a full 5 minutes after the flame went out. And if you can kind of see, there's hardly anything down there. It's just a very thin layer of coals. But we still have, you know, a really good strong boil. So the other thing I was realizing that this plate would be really great for would be charcoal briquettes, because you could put them right up near your grill and grill meat with it, you know, very effectively. So I think this plate could be a very handy accessory to the firebox. You know, leave us your comments and let us know what you think. Okay, we're at 27.5 minutes, so it's full 10 minutes since the flame went out. Whew. And we still have a boil. Okay, it's 28 minutes. It didn't really have much more. I think when I let that pressure out at 27.5 minutes, I kind of ended it. So it's stopped boiling now. We're at 28:20, but it's been out for, you know, probably 20 seconds. So about 28 minutes. Almost a half hour. Almost a full half hour cooking time for 1 cup of wood pellets. So, and that's with the wood pellets raised up by use of this new plate. So thank you all very much for watching, and once again, please leave me a comment and let me know what you think about this as a potential accessory to the firebox.